Now this guy looks like a savage. It actually reminds me of the Spinosaurus, but like a no. You know what? It reminds me of the Succo from the Isle. That's what this thing reminds me of the most. But it's probably not. Well, actually, it might be. That's a question for you guys because this is the Baryonyx, I think is how you pronounce it. Hey, you guys, what's up? So today we are in the ARK dev kit, checking out some of the new creatures that are being added to the game. And first up is this guy right here. I probably messed up his name, but that's perfectly fine. From what I understand from the dossier, this guy is well, it's a land animal, obviously, but it fights in water and it eats fish exclusively. And what that basically means is, from what the dossier said, the Baryonyx, if I'm saying that wrong, please don't tear me a new one because I probably am saying it wrong. This guy kills sea creatures, especially when tamed. When tamed, this guy's supposed to be really, really, really dangerous to aquatic animals, and if you feed it fish meat after it's been injured, it will actually heal it much, much faster, which is something really cool. Just taking a moment to look at these teeth. Wow, these teeth are, yeah, I don't think I'd want them biting down on me. I don't know about you. This guy right here, this is the Allosaurus, and I just want the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus is here just as a size reference. I wanted to show you guys the sense of scale. Now, obviously, it can be different. Like the sizes may not be correct right now in the dev kit, so that's always subject to change. Just so you guys know, but I wanted to have a reference to scale, and that's the Allosaurus. It's still not textured, unfortunately, but I am so stoked to see this in the game. Are you guys excited to see this in the game? I can't wait. I'm more excited than this guy right here. The Allosaurus. See, I thought the Allosaurus was announced before this guy, so why is this one not textured yet? You should be textured and in, good sir. Anyways, we're going to move over the animations now. That's just the still frame. That's it running forward, charging, and this is the bite. It looks savage. It doesn't quite attack the way I would have imagined, like the Succo. The Succo, I think that's related to the Spino, and I think this guy is somehow related to or something like that. That's the question I had about this guy anyways. But I remember in the Isle there was something like this, the Succo, and it was the Succo, whatever. It looked a lot like this guy, and when it attacked, it ripped its head to the side like it was trying to tear chunks of flesh off of its target. Otherwise, I mean, the attack animation's cool. I like it. Look at those little claws crinkling up when he attacks, trying to be all sly and whatnot. I see what you're doing, hiding those little paws, those little pathetic hooks. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna move on to the next creature. All right, you guys, the next creature is the Diplocaulus. I might have got that right. I have a little bit more hope for this than that guy over there, but you know, my pronunciation sucks as always. This guy is the airbag one, I think, from the dossier. We did a dossier on this a couple months ago, maybe? I think it might have been a couple months ago, actually. Maybe not. Maybe it was last month. Anyways, this one had the disgusting dossier where it said the primary use for this guy is the fact that it has an airbag on its head, and the whole oxygen thing, you know, where like it can go underwater for ages, like hours on end without drowning because of the airbag that it had on its head. It stored oxygen inside that. Why are you? Wow, you move really. It looks like it's trying to belly dance, kind of, sort of, maybe not. I don't know. I'm probably derping out. This guy is in the swamps. Actually, it said only within the swamps. Okay, all right. So it's actually within the swamps. That's it. It eats minor fish, and that's basically it. It's also eaten by bigger predators, but this guy is extremely skittish, so I imagine it's going to be hard to tame one of these because, well, you walk up and say, "Hey, little guy, how you doing?" He's gonna take off. He's just gonna skitter on out of there. So you better be pretty sneaky to try and get one of these guys. I don't think I'll tame one, just because I'm not really a water type of guy. I usually stay away from the ocean because I'm not too big on the ocean. That's enough on that guy. Now we have some of the new tech structures that I just found in the dev kit a little while ago. This is the tech tier ceiling, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the blue glow that's on the bottom of this thing. It looks great. At least in my opinion, I think it looks great. It looks a little bit bigger than the normal stock foundations and stuff and the ceilings. I like the glowing effect, but at the same time, I don't know if that's such a good idea because, I mean, if it has lights all the time, I mean, your base could really be lit up from the sky, and if you're on a PvP server, that could really pose some big issues. And another question I have is, can you color the lights? Like, can you color them to be red, maybe purple, maybe pink? I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. Here's the foundation. It looks bigger than the normal foundations do, actually, and it looks far stronger. There's some of that cabling or some kind of tie rod or something. I'm not sure what that is. That looks kind of cool though. I like it. And then you have the lights obviously on the bottom. I don't know if they're going to illuminate areas or not, but again, that would cause concern for me having a base like this on a PvP server, though I would imagine it's going to be able to take a very, very large impact before anything really happens to it. But anyways, that is the 2 new tech items I could found. If you know of any more tech items that are currently in that I have not covered in my previous dossier, well then let me know for sure. And now we move on to the Tapejara. So the Tapejara is supposed to be a dual cedar mount, and this guy's going to be agile too. I remember the dossier on this guy specifically because the dossier we did actually did really good. By the way, my dev kit crashed, so it kind of hates me. So yeah, we're kind of starting off wherever we left off. But yeah, this guy is supposed to be extremely agile, and it is a 2-person mount, which is pretty crazy to me because this thing is going to be big. Like, I don't know if it's going to be as big as the Quetz because, you know, the Quetz is freaking massive. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Was the Tapejara as big as the Quetz, or was it a little bit smaller? Because, I mean, well, actually, I think it would be a little bit smaller because the Quetz gets a platform saddle. Like, so, like, that makes sense to me if this guy's going to get a two-person saddle, and then the Quetz had the platform saddle. I think this is eating, I'm pretty sure, when it's eating. This is just normal. It's whatever, you know, sitting on ground. That's flying, well, hovering really. That's just another one that I put down. And this guy is flying, and he is attacking in the air. So that's the animations for. Let's take a moment. Let's just take a moment to admire. Okay. That's enough admiring. We're not going to admire this any longer. It's got such a big, why is this, like, it's so big on its head? What is that, like a fin? It's like it's something. I know that's what makes it so aerodynamic, and it's just massive. Could these things turn on a dime in real life, I wonder? Like, is this really accurate? This looks really over dramatized. I don't know. I don't know anything about this creature, so any of you guys that know about it, definitely let me know, because I'm always up to learn a little bit more about the creatures. Anyways, now we're moving on. Look at this little guy right here. It looks like a little penguin. That's funny. So this is the Hesperornis or something like that. I'm probably saying that wrong. Hesperornis. I might have that right. I have no idea. But anyways, this guy is basically a oil and protein machine or something like that. It produces, this guy really isn't for combat or anything. It's only valuable because it produces a special kind of egg. And when they're done correctly, they separate into 2 substances. One is a protein substance that has a ton of calories apparently, which is going to be great for hunger, and then the other is an oily liquid, which is basically the same as the oil in the bottom of the ocean, which I don't really understand that. I could understand if it was some kind of lubricant. Oh god, he's flicking his little feet. I don't really think it's appropriate to have it create like an oil like in the ocean. That doesn't really make sense to me. It sounds like a cop-out to try and avoid making a new type of lubricant or anything like that. But I mean, at the same time, it's whatever. I don't really mind that much. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to this guy. Look at his little, wow, he has some really freaking sharp teeth. Apparently he eats fish too. So like everything we see here basically eats fish, except for, or like some kind of aquatic creature besides the Allosaurus down there. I would probably get one of these in my survival series, and apparently these guys are incredibly fast on water too, so that's pretty cool. I like that they glide across water, but apparently they're slow otherwise. So not too much to talk about with that guy, but let me know if you'll have one, just like any of the things that I've shown here on the dev kit. We've got this guy here, this guy right here. He looks really ugly actually. Why is its head shaped like that? I guess the entire thing maybe inflates or something like that. I don't know. And then the Tapejara, obviously, which I will definitely be getting in my survival series. But anyways, you guys, that is it for this ARK dev kit video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the crap out of that like button. Every single like helps this channel a ton, and I appreciate it. Guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton, and it helps me out a ton. Anyways, you guys, once again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.